Hey everyone, how you guys doing? This is Ashley. This is the video that I reached out about over on Facebook, and I was speaking to Ashley. So just to kind of fill everyone in and make sure we're all on the same page, basically what I plan on showing you and doing and going over in this video is I want to go over your guys' current websites. Now I know there is two of them. I am aware of that, so I just am going to go over them both. I'm going to break them both down, show you what works, show you what could be improved, like what we find high-ranking websites do, and what we could do to implement that into your guys' websites. I want to show you the back-end sides of your websites to show you how much business each and every month you are getting to your site. You'll see the numbers as numbers speak for themselves. I then want to show you some of your competitors in the area and show you what their websites are doing each and every month. And that's really to give you an idea of how much more business is possible and how much business you guys are missing out on as of right now. So I'll keep this video as short as I can. I, of course, don't want to waste anyone's time. There is a lot to go over, so I do apologize if this does run a little bit long, but like I said, I'm going to try and keep it short, sweet, to the point. And once you're finished watching this, if you have any questions at all, just reach out. I'd love to take it from there once you're finished watching, and I kind of go over any questions you may have. So first thing that I want to start with is your guys' current website. Now, as I was speaking to Ashley, she was letting me know that this is kind of your guys' old site. This is kind of, I'm guessing, the one that you guys just had created that was just put live, and that you're trying to have the two of them merged together. So that don't matter in how I explain this video. This video is just to kind of give you a better understanding. So basically, when it comes to having a website, whether it's this website, whether it's that website, whether it's any other website in the entire world, this matters to everyone. It's all about how user-friendly that site is, how easy that site is to navigate, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your website. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they do not want to have to scroll and dig and click and read just to see what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So what we like to do in every single one of our websites, and I'll show you some of our sites here in a little bit, but what we like to do in what we call the header of the website, we like to have a services tab that drops down and displays all the different services that business owner is willing to offer, as well as a location or an areas we serve type tab that again drops down and shows all the different areas that they're willing to travel to. So as of right now on this website, you have a services tab, but what I would definitely recommend, just based on what we have found in research and high-ranking websites, I would definitely recommend having it in a drop-down menu and displaying all the different services that you offer, as well as your locations. And same thing for this site. Instead of having the menu over here where you actually have to click it, I would definitely recommend having that menu just be already up here. And there's a couple different reasons as to why we do that, but a few of them is because it takes the guesswork out when somebody comes to your site. They don't have to guess. It makes your site just that much more user-friendly. And when it comes to having a website, having a user-friendly website is so vital. So we definitely want to make sure that we're covering those bases. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is different ways for people to get a hold of you for your services. So some people, they come and they're like, I want to talk on the phone. Other people, they don't want to talk on the phone. Whatever their mood is that day, we need to make sure that we have multiple ways and different ways for people to get a hold of you. So what we find again in high-ranking websites is they tend to have a click-to-call phone number right from the start of the site, as well as a form submission option, again, somewhere from the start of the website, again, for both of your sites. So as of right now, as far as this site goes, you have a phone number, which is definitely a start, but it's not a click-to-call phone number, so that means now somebody's having to memorize that. Now it's not as user-friendly as it should be. Same thing with the form submission option. You don't have that option either. So some people that are coming to the site that don't want to talk on the phone, you know, you're missing out on all that business as well as the click to call business. So I would definitely recommend, just based on what we already know, to have both of those options. And same thing with this website. You don't have either of those options on here, so I would definitely recommend that. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is content. Now, when it comes to content, it's considered king in the eyes of Google, and that's because Google can only read. So in order to be considered an authority, we need at least a minimum of 1,500 words of content. And that's not of just any old written content. That's professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So I already went through and looked at both of your sites. And looking at both of the sites, I see that this site has a little bit more content than the other one. But they both are not considered an authority as of right now, because they are both not at that word marking. Now, that word marking is so very important because, one, if your competition has more content than you, then they're beating you out as far as content goes. But two, we need to make sure that we have enough content in order to put in what are called keywords, which I'll show you some of them here in a little bit and go over that with you. Now, those keywords are so very important because they are what people type in Google to find the services that you offer. So if you don't have those keywords, nobody's going to know that you offer those services. So what we would basically do, and what that means is, if we were to start working together, what we would do is go do competitive keyword research. And based on that research, I'd find the keywords that I know are going to bring you and your company more business. Send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically write the content around you, around the amazing services that you offer, and they strategically embed those keywords throughout. That way you do not get flagged for those keywords. So speaking of your competition, like I was talking about earlier, if your competition has, you know, even 300 more words of content than you, then they're beating you out as far as content goes. So coming over here, I did a general search in the area. Mind you, I could have looked up many different searches, but this video is just to give you an idea of the services that we offer, you know, what you can look forward to, where you're currently at, and to show you, you know, how we can take you and your business really to the next level. So down here in the organic section is one of your guys' competitors, and I'm going to show you guys how to beat them. So if we come over and take a look at their site, we can definitely see just by the looks of their site that it's a little bit more user-friendly than yours. It's a little bit more professional looking. They have the click-to-call phone number. They have their services and drop-down menu. They have the form submission option. So they're definitely ahead of you guys as far as all of that goes. But again, I've already done research into this and looked at their stats, and their stats are not the greatest. So what that means is, once we go and we do it, we need to do as far as your guys' sites go, and we get them where they need to be, we'll be beating these guys out, and that won't be an issue at all. What we found in the research that I did before doing this video is really these people, your competition is there because there's really no other competition trying to get there. So they're just there because Google needs to give those places to someone. So to break down Google for you based on this search that I did, basically Google's broken down into 3 different sections. So the first section, as you can see right here, are the ads. Now same thing with your website, how I said some people come here to message you, some people come here to call you. That's the same thing with Google. Some people come here to strictly go to the ads, other people strictly come to this section, so on and so forth. So we need to make sure that we have you in all possible spots. That way your possible customers, you know, can pick you the easiest, and you have the most coverage on Google. So the next section I'm going to go over is the Google My Business section, and this area is a very important section to be in, as any other section is. So as I scroll through on this first page of the Google My Business, you do not see your guys' current website, which is obviously an issue because as of right now, you're missing out on all the business that strictly comes to this area. So it takes a little bit to get in this area, and I guess I'll just explain a few of those to you. So it takes having citations, reviews, geotagged pictures, posting on your GMB listing weekly. There's a lot that goes into this area, but again, it's a very important section to be in. So what we'd want to do to make sure that you're showing up in this area is, one, make sure that you have a GMB created and created properly, and then we'd go and find out all the citations these guys have themselves listed in, go list you in all of those on top of 200 to 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, we have to do as well, and then some, because we obviously want to beat them. Now this last section I'm going to go over is the organic section. It directly deals with your website. Again, as I scroll through on this first page of Google, we do not see your website. So in order to get you here, we need to have the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. Now, in order to have you rank in this spot and show up in this spot, what we're going to need to do is to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. So we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now your UR is kind of what Google looks at, how trustworthy your site is, and so on and so forth. So you're currently rated a 7, which this goes all the way up to a 100, which tells me Google does not look at your site as very trustworthy, very legit, so on and so forth. Now the backlinks that you don't have any backlinks, so they're giving you no power. You're only being found for one organic keyword, and because of all of this, you're getting no traffic to this website. Now your other website, the E3 Builder site, again, you have no UR at all to this site. You have 2 backlinks, but they're giving you absolutely no power, and you have nothing across the board as far as organic keywords and traffic. Now to show you your competitor I was showing you earlier, you can see that they also have a 7. They have 133 backlinks, and the rating of them is not even a point, which tells me their backlinks are not very good at all. But if they're good enough to get them where they're at, they're good enough to get you there too, right? So we'd go and get them pointing back at you, and then we'd go and add our own. Now they're being found for 35 organic keywords, and they're getting 42 people to their site per month. Now this is just one of your competitors. Again, I can type in any other services that you offer in any other area, and you have completely different people showing up. So now I want to just show you some of the websites that we've created. So I see that, you guys do concrete. So this is one of our concrete websites that we've created. Again, click to call services, all the services in a drop down menu, all the different areas that they're willing to go to. All the content in order to be considered an authority, in order to beat out the competition, all the keywords strategically placed throughout, just absolutely beautifully customized websites that you do it once, you never have to do it again. You just continuously add to it as you and your business grow. Our websites are built correctly from the platform that they are built on, and they're built to rank, and they're built to bring business, and that is just that. Now I've seen that you guys did pool barns, and so this is another one of our clients that we built a website for. Again, click to call phone number, form submit, services, service areas, content, social media ads that I create that slide through each and every, I post them each and every week. But again, just beautifully customized and catered websites that really benefit you and your business and take you to that next level. So you see what your website is currently doing, actually what both of your sites are doing versus what you could be doing just based on one of your competitors alone, and the type of websites that you could be having, especially in our area. Not to mention, I am local to you. I'm not too far from you at all. I'm near Lenox, so having something like this for our area that's showcased is huge. So reach out. I'd love to talk some more. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, enjoy. Bye.